Okay, this will be an interesting one if we can make it look good. Let's see what we can do with it. Okay, right. I'm just a bit itchy, folks, sorry. Anyway, I'm going to make this look interesting. Keep itching, sorry guys. Right, this will stay at 100, I do think. Wonder what we're going to do with this, negative, positive, or we're going to keep it positive. So let's see what we can do with this. So it's going to look good with a lot of contrast, maybe. We're going to make it light. So we're just going to set this silly shitter up. Okay, Konica, let's see what we can make you do something, Konica Minolta. Anyway, let's see what this is. This is from a Chinese newspaper. I think it's called the Vision China Times. Yep, that's what it says in English. And then go photocopy this piece. It looks interesting colour-wise and graphic-wise. Anyway, it's some kind of festival that they have, a moon festival. I'm not into that shit, but anyway, I'm not Chinese, so I was never brought up with a moon festival, but most Chinese probably are. So yeah, got to respect that. But anyway, let's see how we've made that look. It didn't move very far, and when I moved it, it just moved slowly. Let's see if I've made it look good. Okay, let's see how that comes out. Yeah, that looks a bit boring. It's a bit of movement. We had a bit of movement, but not quite enough. We're going to try that again. So we're just going to play with the buttons while we're getting organised, and we're just going to try that, move it in a more vigorous manner. I have to grab the edge of it like that so I can get a better grip. It still didn't, it still stopped. I still stopped moving it. Hopefully that'll look good. Let's see how that looks. Okay, let's see how that looks. That looks a bit more interesting. You can see the sudden jerky motion there. I don't know if I actually like it. It's the way that's been composed. I'm going to see if we can do another one. Doesn't seem to be working that well. So I'm wondering, hang on, I know what we can do. Maybe we can enlarge this, have just a small area on the glass, but that 20 thing looks shit. So I don't know, this is not an easy thing to do. I've just found something interesting. Fuck. Why am I pulling this apart while I'm doing my demo? Actually, that looks good. The colour run, that looks like toner flying everywhere. The closest thing to having toner being flung everywhere. So we're just going to take this. I wish I had seen this, and I wish I had cut it out, because this would look good. It looks like people being pelted with photocopier ink, which is toner. It's like toner. It looks like fucking toner. It looks really good. We're going to celebrate getting inked in toner. So let's see if I can make this toner-like thing work. I think now we're just going to use my camera hand. I just switched to 100%. I just press the OK key. I'm just going to fold this back for an easier grip. And I'm going to move this around, and hopefully this will look like people celebrating toner flying everywhere. It looks like toner. It does. It looks like toner. It's colourful. Isn't it amazing how I just pulled that out? Now my fingers look like they're getting a bit dirty from the ink. Feels that way. I can't see much of it. Anyway, that looks interesting. The colour run, I think we're going to use that. It's not the greatest, but what do you expect from something just really skinny? We've got pretty much the whole thing in, so we're now just going to take this newspaper and just get it. I can't read Chinese. I don't have any friends that are Chinese. Oh yeah, I do have someone I work with who's Chinese, but I've got a lot of work. I don't hang out with people from work. I tend to be a little bit reclusive at this stage. The only person I really, really love is my lover. He's not my lover yet. I haven't married him yet, but my friend, my loving partner, Luigi, he's the one I'm going to marry. He's the only one I want to be actually friends with in the true sense. I want to, because in a relationship, friendship is very important. I used to have someone who used to tell me how important it is to be, that when you're in a relationship with someone, you got to be friends as well as partners. You got to sort of love each other as friends, and that's how I feel about Luigi. And Luigi's a very special man. There's no one, to me, there's no one like him. There's no one that can fill the empty void that I feel that I have to deal with because I'm without him. I don't feel like I'm satisfied with my life because I'm just so lonely, and this man called Luigi is someone special, and I look forward to seeing him hopefully soon. I've got things to do before I see him, and he's got things to do as well. So even if I finish up the things that I need to do, chances are he's going to be bogged down in a workload as well. But that looks really nice colour-wise. I think we're going to make this into our... Unfortunately, the borders are a little bit large, but I think it should be all right. The colour on it looks really nice. But I wouldn't try it with toner because toner can be carcinogenic. Like breathing in that fine dust that goes into your photocopier, that fine colourful dust, can give you cancer. So don't try that. Don't try throwing toner around, even though you're a fucking photocopier nerd, a toner head. And you'd think toner heads would love to throw that shit around, but it's not healthy, it's deadly. So, you don't do that. It's not what it was. I don't know what these guys actually use. I think it's chalk, but don't quote me. I don't even know if that stuff that they're using in this newspaper is actually safe. They might find out 20 or 30 years from now that the colour festival, or what they used in the colour festival, might indeed be carcinogenic. There's a lot of things we don't know about, even in this day and age. But it looks just like toner. It just looks like toner. It's funny. It looks like toner. Fucking toner. Anyway, let's see how this looks. It just feels like it's toner. I mean, this sure beats... Now, I was wondering if I forgot to change it to mirror image, but I haven't. But even the writing doesn't look too bad either. But it looks like these guys are playing with toner. I just can't stop saying it. It's so funny. It just looks like toner. It just looks so familiar. Except toner doesn't normally fly everywhere. Except if you're a technician and you accidentally spill the shit, and that has happened. I've seen some pretty major toner spills in my time when I was young, working in Xerox. We had a couple of really good ones. Anyway, enough about that. I think that looks interesting. Now, I'm so glad we found this page and worked on it. So there we have it, something different.